Here we go. Cowboys finally at home against their hated rivals, the Eagles, on Monday night. Let's talk about it. Welcome back.
Let's go! Ah! Hey everybody, welcome back to another Ed and Eddie Silver and Blue, where we talk Cowboys all day, every day. Hey, game day, Ed. First home game of the season.
Oh man, about time. We've been on the road forever.
I know.
And ended up 1-1.
Yeah, and you know, all things considered, it was the exact record I predicted against
Most of us did.
Against the exact same opponents, no less.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite the same fashion, but you know,
Yeah.
I'll take 1-1.
Absolutely. Take that and run. So this week, is it safe to say we got to step down in competition a little bit compared to the first 2 weeks? It's always dangerous kind of to go that way, but we're not players, so we're just fans. We can think that, I think, you know.
I would say yes, but you can't consider it as a step down because, you
Division.
know, well, and yeah, you know the Eagles
Yeah.
play us with everything they got. They consider this like a Super Bowl type matchup.
Did you see their coach today?
No.
He's at his press conference with a Cowboys Week t-shirt.
That's exactly what I'm
Rent-free,
saying.
baby.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but you know, I'm actually glad they take us seriously because if they don't, we will steamroll over them.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think that it's still going to be a good matchup for us and one that actually plays for us a little bit better than our previous two.
So we'll talk about the different aspects of the game, and then we'll finish with a prediction of score. How's that?
Yeah.
All right. Great to see Zerline bounce back last week, because last week I said straight up in the prediction that special teams, I gave it to the Chargers, but actually Greg Zerline proved me wrong and was awesome. So I don't know that Eagles have any great on special teams to worry about.
Not necessarily. I mean, you know, just like any other team, as long as we don't shoot ourselves in the foot and try to wow the fans, you know, we'll probably be just fine.
Yeah.
Just play conservative, get the offense the ball back. Fair catch every time on a punt. I don't care, just don't screw it up.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, moving on. Defense is going to be hurting a little bit this week. Count O'Neal is out on COVID protocol.
Yeah.
He may make it back.
Maybe. You know how it goes, though.
Yeah. Not counting on it.
Another one that kind of hurts again. Dorrance Armstrong, kind of bad ankle. He's out.
Yeah. Yeah, that is bad.
I will say it's nice, though, because even though Dorrance is out, we do get Gregory back. So
Yes.
at least it's not a total, you know, fallout. And
We'll see if Micah's awesome performance lights a little bit of a fire under Gregory, because Randy Gregory can be awesome, can absolutely dominate a game. You know, I'd love to see that Randy Gregory show up.
yeah, if his first game at defensive end was anything of a sign, dude, that should be a terrifying pass rush.
Do they play him at the end again?
I say yeah. I mean, one, because he ain't got much else, but two, I think he produces enough speed off the edge to help contain Hurts. And personally, and I know some other Cowboys fans might have their own predictions of how we're going to contain him, because that is the key to this game. I think that Jalen is going to end up being a spy, you know, for the most part. We're going to have guys like Gregory and Micah rushing off the edges.
I want Micah to be a spy mostly. I do think they should move him around. Don't just stick him in one spot the whole game, obviously. But he'll do some damage at the end. But I also want him to be a spy most of the time, because I originally was expecting Count O'Neal to be in the role of a spy. And with him out,
Yeah.
I don't want Jalen to try and do that. I could see Jalen Hurts just literally running circles around Jalen Smith. And I love Jalen Smith. And, you know, blitz him hard up the middle, I think that's fine. But as a spy, I don't think he would be effective.
Yeah.
Hell, I was wrong last week, though, so maybe I'd be wrong about that this time. With Micah, man in the middle, he just has so much more impact, I think. As great as his impact was at DN, and he was awesome, I do think that his impact at middle linebacker could be even better. If you rush him from the DN, I don't think that Jalen Hurts would have the usual, you know, you see so many times a big rush from a defensive end and a mobile quarterback just step up, then slide out. You won't be able to do that with Micah. He can turn.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome.
Other than that, though, I see it as a pretty good matchup. I think Hurts, while is an explosive runner, he's a very shaky passer. Like, he's not the most accurate quarterback.
Did you see his passing pattern? No middle of the field, barely at all.
Yeah.
Everything was to the outside. He'd scramble out, find somebody on a little out pattern over and over again, and it worked.
Yeah.
But he's not a big threat down the middle, or hasn't been. Maybe he'll prove me wrong and do it differently this time, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I will say it does bode well for our defense too that Zach Ertz, I believe, is out as well, well as their Pro Bowl right guard Brandon Brooke.
That's a big deal.
That should definitely help our run game. The one thing I am afraid about with the Eagles is they have some sneaky fast receivers like Jalen Rager. I'm just praying that Anthony Brown doesn't give up.
Yeah,
I'm just praying.
Well, he's going to give some up. You know, all DBs are going to give up sometimes, and he gives up a little more than most, but yeah, expect that. I don't think it's any surprise. Dude, Osa's getting ready to eat.
Oh, yeah.
They're all pro guard in there. Ooh, and especially when you got Mike over there sometimes on his side.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun to watch.
And the way our defense has been playing, I do give a slight edge to our defense. But again, the number one thing is just contain Jalen Hurts.
I think we're all in agreement on that. I think all you folks watching probably know the same thing. And, you know, Dan Quinn's not going to sleep on that. So, not too worried. He'll get a little bit, but...
Yeah. I honestly, I was thinking about if I could put a number to it. If we can hold them under, I would say 80 yards, I think we win.
We should be able to do that.
I mean, guy can run. Give him his due. He's a very fast quarterback. But if we can hold him under 80, I think we take the dub.
But you can't sleep on their defense. Their defense is pretty legit.
Oh, yeah. I actually really liked their pickup of Darius Slay for a third a year or two ago. I thought that was good. I will say, losing their longtime stalwart defensive end, Brandon Graham, to a torn ACL last week.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I never wish injury on a player, but again, that does well for our tackles. I mean, especially Steele is probably going to get the nod again, starting
He's
at
earned
tackle. Yeah. I mean, he didn't disappoint last week, and I think it'll definitely help him going up against some of their guys like Sweat and Curry opposed to Brandon Graham.
Boy, they found something with that Thunder and Lightning running attack. Dallas did, and they're getting ready to eat. I predict another big game by those guys. They kind of shut down San Francisco's running attack a little bit. I'm a little concerned and was saying don't sleep on their D because it's legit, but they don't have running backs as good as ours, I don't think, with Mostert out. And with that tackle being injured too, or the DN being injured too for Philly, I think Dallas will continue to have success on the ground. And Dak had a surprisingly low-key game last week.
Yeah.
He was good. You know, he threw like 80% completion percentage, but it was a quiet game for him.
Yeah. Well,
expect him to have another big game.
And I was fine with him having a quiet game because we won. But it was more just the fact that we played into the key to the game. You know, we knew that they were going to have a weak rushing defense, and we ran the ball constantly. I'm okay with that. I think this week to expect a little more passing. I see about 289, 325 passing yards, 2 TDs from Dak.
Getting all detailed on us here.
Not bragging, you know. But,
all right, we'll see.
But I do think our offense might have this edge here too. Even with a guy like Gallup out, which hurts. I mean, I still don't see them being able to contain both the receivers and just our running game as a whole combination.
Okay.
So, Ed, what's your final score?
Prediction time.
Prediction.
I think Dallas shows out this game. I think this is going to be one of those, not quite blowout, but a big win. 38-17 Cowboys. Their first home game. I just think it's all going to roll for them this week. The close games have been grinding on them, and they're ready to explode.
I see a little bit less. I see a big win at
Howard.
Well, okay. I see a big win at home, but I would say probably about 27-17. I think that we are probably going to be a little too much for the Eagles to handle. I think at home it's going to bode well for us too. It's going to be probably close up until late in the third quarter, and then we'll just pull away towards the end with a nice Zeke touchdown run, cap it off.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, the Eagles, even though I see this could be a win for us, Eagles always play us tough. They never just give us the game. It's always a grind out.
Always is. Hey, what do you guys think? Leave a note in the comments and tell us your prediction.
Yeah, and remember, everybody, hit that like button because every time you do, Eagles fan cries.
See you guys.